Hello, this is our presentation for our team project milestone 3 on pure maintenance of Washington. And so today we're going to be talking about pure maintenance, modularity and interdependence, commoditization versus decommoditization. We're going to have some advice for pure maintenance, and we're going to talk about our expected response from them.
So I'm Cetrina, and I'll be talking about modularity and interdependence. So in this, like on the left, it shows like the product architecture integrations of Pure Maintenance of Washington. So we believe that Pure Maintenance has chosen to adopt a more independent architecture because they have their own like salesmen. We get leads that provide services such as mold removal to customers, and one of their biggest services is their dry fog mold removal services. And it also falls into the modular architecture is because their lead generation is more modular. Next slide.
And so I'm Corey. I'm going to be talking about commoditization versus decommoditization. And so the main product that Pure Maintenance provides is mold removal. And so the decommoditized part of that with that product is their two-step dry fogging process that they use. Currently, they have a patent on it, and so they are the only company that's able to use this technology, and they're able to do it faster. It's significantly faster than traditional mold cleanup. And so in doing so, they are able to charge similar rates to traditional mold cleanup while having significantly less cost, so that enables them to have a significantly higher profit versus traditional mold cleanup, which is definitely commoditized. Currently, traditional mold cleanup is when you come in with sledgehammers and shovels and you take the wall out, you take the ceiling out that has the mold on it, and you just remove everything that the mold touches, and then you come in and you remodel it, you rebuild it, so that way whatever was ruined gets replaced. And so most of the money in that ends up going into the remodel, and so that has definitely caused the commoditization that happens in traditional mold cleanup. And so now I'm going to hand it off to Daniel.
Thank you. Hello. So this is our advice for pure maintenance. Next slide, please. So based on the core values that pure maintenance has, like simplicity, promptness, customer service, we believe that pure maintenance needs to switch to a more emerging strategy, and in the implementation of this dry fogging two-step system. And it should learn from the day-to-day operations, and in developing its actual strategy, it would go through the resource allocation process to the actual products. And in that graph, next slide, please. And in doing this emerging strategy would be helpful for pure maintenance to be patient for growth, but impatient for profit. Because pure maintenance doesn't want to or shouldn't try to make the financial statements to look good. Pure maintenance should try to launch new business ventures while the core business is strong, and it should minimize the use of a profit that a new business venture provides. In doing all this, pure maintenance should notice that discovery-driven planning will help pure maintenance to test which strategies or products or services seem worthy through a reverse income statement, calculating the cost, testing the assumptions that need to be proven for the venture to be worthwhile, and compiling all the results. This is our advice for pure maintenance to grow strong, but to have profit and grow good. And I will pass it to Tami now.
Thank you, Daniel. My name is Tammy, and I'm going to be speaking about the response that we expect from Pure Maintenance of Washington. So, as discussed in previous reports, Pure Maintenance is planning on expanding the team by 40 to 60% during this year. And then another goal that they have is to increase their profitability above 70%. So based on this, we see that they are impatient for growth and impatient for profits. So we anticipate that Pure Maintenance will be hesitant to follow our advice because they are focused on those two things at the same time. Another objection that we might encounter is regarding culture. Pure Maintenance of Washington might not want to shift from a deliberate strategy to an emergent strategy, which is what we're advising them to do, because it can affect the company culture, the current culture that they have right now. Instead of having decisions made from top to down, middle managers would be now making more decisions. So we will try, no matter what, it's okay what they say, even though they might be hesitant, we're going to try to convince them so that they can see the pros of using this strategy because they will outweigh the possible negative outcomes in culture. Another reason why they should change their strategy is that employees will develop a greater sense of accountability and ownership of their decisions, thus improving the company's culture overall. And then we will also try to convince them to be patient for growth and to focus on yielding company profits that will set the grounds for future growth. And this is our presentation. Thank you very much.